In the year 2093, monsters of unknown origin suddenly appeared and attacked humanity, while the global crime rate continues to rise year after year. It was a very dark time for humanity, at least until the arrival of our main protagonist Zero, the first superhero in human history, in the year 2095. With his enormous feats, he spurred the development of a league of heroes who became the hope of humanity in the year 2100. He alone decimated numerous monsters and beat the world's most powerful criminals. Even the Demon King was killed by him. 5 years after Zero vanished, the hero who once saved the world is evicted from his home by his sister because he is unemployed. Nobody knows who the famous hero Zero is. No one, not even his sister. While jogging one day, Jai accidentally rescued an E-rank hero from a D-rank criminal. After witnessing Jai's strength, an E-rank hero named Jen arrives to Jai's residence and invites him to be a hero. Jai resists since he is not interested, but his sister convinces him to accept his offer to become a hero and earn money. The next morning, Jen takes Jai to a building where heroes are listed. Inside, there is a huge statue of Zero, but Jai is perplexed as to who the other heroes are beside him. Jen explains that those beside Zero are other legendary SS-class heroes who fought together, but Jai is perplexed because he does not recall fighting alongside these people. Jen also informs Jaya that 5 years ago, after Zero disappeared, the world government presented this measure that divides heroes based on their effectiveness and battle histories. As a result, this bill drove heroes to conflict with one another, and many heroes left as a result. After registering his name, his strength will be tested first, with Jai being charged with dueling Mr. Yaten, a B-ranked hero. Yaten informs Jai that if he can hold him for 3 minutes, he will pass the test, to which Jai cockily responds, "What if I can beat you?" This enrages Mr. Yaten and fuels him with strength, but when confronted with Jalen's might, all of Yaten's strikes are ineffective. After an epic display of action, Jalen easily comes out victorious, surprising Jen and the examiner because they weren't expecting him to defeat a B-rank hero with such power. Jai successfully passes the test and becomes an E-rank hero. On his way home, Jai sees an E-rank hero being terrorized by a few thugs before he intervenes. Another E-rank hero appears and chases away the bullies. Thanks to that, Jai has a new friend as they're both crazy about the magician girl, and a thrill, Jai invites him to work together. His name is 13, and when asked what his skill is, he answers it's bad luck, making everyone around him exceedingly unlucky. Although 13 is an E-rank hero, many criminals and heroes still fear him, so a party of 4 E-ranked heroes was formed. Days pass and they have their first mission. They find out a terrorist group is trading biological weapons with Jen's great invention, a plasma sword that can purify all dirt. They successfully capture the entire terrorist group and destroy the hideous monster. The next morning, a mysterious girl named Handong arrives at their house. She is a respected hero in many cities. She enters their home and reveals that a few years ago, the company's evolution gene used orphans as test subjects, and that girl was the only child who succeeded and survived the experiment. Jai becomes enraged and asks, "So what were the heroes doing all these years?" At the same time, some heroes received orders to recover the experimental object, which is the lolly girl who Jai saved that night, and an E-rank assassin received a mission to assassinate Jai. Although the assassin realizes he is no ordinary E-rank hero, he still looks down on Jai as he proclaims to be the strongest assassin. As the assassin had just finished speaking, he is immediately beaten up by Jai. When he realizes there is no other way he could defeat Jai, he decides to use the stimulant drug, which enables him to gain the power of an S-rank. The assassin is quite confident in his S-rank body and proceeded to threaten Jai's family, which enraged him. Then with one slice of his weapon, he blew up the mountain and killed the assassin. According to the hand, there will be a major battle in each city tonight in 3 days. The Hero Association's president will take action at any cost. On this assignment, they must prevent heroes from obtaining biological samples. Handong encourages Jane and Yutome, the leaders of the party of muscular heroes, to join Jai's group. Jen successfully prevents them from fleeing, but she is currently being shot by someone Zule claims is one of each city's finest heroes. The president of the Hero Association has bribed him. When a ninja confronts the director of the Evolutionary Corporation, he is shielded by an assassin of a higher rank. Jai can fight 2 people at once, but Jen arrives and explains that 2 people battling 1 person is unfair, so he will fight the assassin. Lin Jai's battle begins at this time as well. Using the invigorating analytical calendar, King Yan then locates Chowie. They locate Julie, but it is a trap for King Yam. He arrived from behind them and attacked them. Back to the hand. Despite her best efforts, he was so powerful in her previous appearance that when the director learns he is no match for Jai, he quickly hires the stimulant with this power and swears that today will be Jai's death. However, he is currently strutting in front of a legendary hero with the power of a wealthy guy. Although King An can use the teleport technique to leave, he decides to stay here to protect Chowie, causing Chowie to awaken her powers. At the same time, Han Dong is still fighting back because she believes in Jai. Mr. Gon utilizes the stimulant right away and becomes overconfident in his strength. Jai is comparable to an S-rank hero, although he is unaware that he has defeated an S-rank assassin. Tae Young is still perplexed as to how Jai could be so powerful and wonders if he was an S-rank hero. Han Dong also believes that Jai is an S-rank hero because he defeated the association chairman. After the incident with the Evolution Gene organization resulted in a few casualties, Jai refused to join them, claiming that he is the strongest after all, so he doesn't need training. Chowie becomes enraged and asks him what he was thinking. Is it because he was able to defeat 2-level heroes that he thinks he's stronger than everyone else? She then explains to him that many people in the organization are above S level and also SS level, and his abilities are insufficient in comparison. Jonathan smirks and informs them that even if all of their group members banded together to fight him, he would still win. They couldn't beat him. The next day, they convened at the Hero Association quarters, where a guy named Dinyan abruptly announced himself to the heroes as the Hero Association's new president. When Jai saw that Han Dong was not acting like herself, she approached the new president of the Hero Association, who turned out to be her older brother. She struck up a conversation with him, but he began bullying her and telling her she had to clean up the mess she had made. His brother noticed that Jai and the others were hiding behind the door and told them to come in. Ding Yang asks Jai to join his family because he sees potential in him, but he rejects his offer. Ding Yang informs him that people who refused such offers in the past were killed. Jai was unfazed and challenged him to kill him. Dinyan was enraged and used his psychic abilities to make everyone kneel, but it had no effect on him. Jai also utilizes his psychic talents to negate Dinyan's skills, causing him to bleed from his mouth and forcing him to retreat. Jai and his group members then left the Hero Association and discussed the possibility of Han Dong being in danger as a result of the recent incident involving the former president of the Hero Association, so they devised a plan to assist her and asked Chishan, who is also a group member, to investigate the matter. On their way back home, Jen inquired as to why Jai was concerned about Han Dong. Before he could respond, he noticed that they were being watched by some men in black suits. He was able to capture one of them and was able to discover that they were part of the Long family bodyguard. While keeping an eye on Han Dong, Shishan spotted Aoyong, who was driving a sports car approaching Han Dong's house, and immediately notified Jai when Aoyong was greeted by Han Dong. After a brief exchange, he began mistreating and beating her since she was engaged to him. Shisa tried to interfere, but was struck by Aoyong's magical wind blade while lying in a pool of blood. One of the Aoyong robots was about to kill him when he was saved by Ji. The robots were too difficult to destroy, so Ji drew his weapon, the Fire Spirit Sword, to destroy them. When Jai realized it was the fault of the Aoyong family, he started to pursue Aoyong, but his colleagues calmed him down by reminding him that it isn't necessary right now and that the most important thing is for them to save Shishan. Jai swears retribution on Shishan while also saving Han Dong. The following day, they were able to infiltrate the Aoyong family home with the assistance of a former assassin who is now working as a maid for Zhen. With the help of his pals, who were able to distract the guards fleeing the Aoyong family, Jai was able to break into Han Dong's chamber and bust her out. They were attacked by Aoyong, who had defeated his pals and proposed a 1v1 arena combat in which the winner receives everything they choose from the loser. Aoyong picked the Fire Spirit Sword, but Jai preferred to escape safely with Han Dong and his companions. They both agreed to the arrangements with Young and the Dong family, who were present for their match. When Jai pulled his spear sword, Im looked down on him and said, "All it takes is his hands to kill him." After taking damage from Jai's Dragon Slash technique, you're on the edge of losing the fight. Young traps Jai and uses his ultimate skill to kill him, but he lives by claiming that he wasn't able to kill him. He eventually used an illegal approach to destroy everything around him. However, due to his demise, everyone survives and Jai defeats him while they are celebrating their triumph over Oyam. A mysterious guy hovering in the sky manages to control everyone but Jai and declares himself to be God, daring Jai to battle to save humanity. During their battle, The self-proclaimed god obtains the upper hand and uses his power to invade Jai's memories and view his terrible past of him crying for a dead girl, enrages him, and awakens Jai's full might. As Zero, the famous hero, the man-god was stunned and recognized him as the legendary hero but refused to believe it, claiming he wasn't the actual Zero. He proceeded to fight him but was easily destroyed by Jai, the legendary hero Zero. And this brings the end of the story. Don't forget to like and subscribe if you enjoyed it, and turn on the notification bell so you won't miss out on new videos. Until next time, stay safe.